Hello everyone. Today we are going to see why this NAND gate and this NOR gate are, we call it as universal logic gate. What we call it as a universal logic gate, or we call it as universal building block. Now the question comes, why we call it as universal logic gate or universal building block, UBB, universal building block. The NAND gate and the NOR gate are these two gates. These two gates are we called as universal building block. But why we call it as universal building block? The answer is only either the NAND gate, only the NAND gate, or only the NOR gate. Any one from these two, either only the NAND gate or only the NOR gate can be used to construct any type of gate. For an example, suppose I have to construct the AND gate. I have to construct the AND gate, and this AND gate can be constructed by using only the NAND gate, or it can be constructed by using only the NOR gate. It means if we have to construct the AND gate, that AND gate can be realized by using the NAND gate, or it can be realized by using the NOR gate. Suppose we have to construct the OR gate, then this OR gate also can be realized by using the NAND gate only, or it can be realized, it can be constructed by using only the NOR gate. It means here any kind of gate, any type of a digital circuit, any type of a logical equation can be implemented by using only the NAND gate, or it can be implemented by using only the NOR gate. It means here, if we have to construct the logical diagram, logical circuit for the equation, suppose the equation is y equals to a dot b in bracket, out of the bracket again a plus b whole complement. This equation, if we have to implement, means we have to construct the diagram for this logical equation, then it can be implemented by using only the NAND gate, or it can be implemented by using only the NOR gate. That's why here the NAND gate and the NOR gate are called as universal logic gate or universal building block. These two we call as a universal logic gate. We call it as universal logic gate because we can construct any type of gate by using either the NAND gate or by using the NOR gate. So that's why here these two gates are we call as universal logic gate or universal building block. Any type of logical equation, any type of the logic circuit can be constructed by using only the NAND gate, or it can be constructed by using the NOR gate. So that's why the NAND gate and the NOR gate are called as universal building block, universal logic gate. Okay. Now here we have to realize, we have to construct, we have to see how we can construct the basic gates by using only the NAND gate or by using only the NOR gate. Now we have to see the construction of basic gates using only NAND gate. It means here we have to realize the basic gates. Which are those gates? The AND gate, the OR gate, and the third one is the NOT gate or the inverter. We have to realize we have to construct the basic gates by using only the NAND gate. We construct one by one all these gates. Okay. So first we construct the NOT gate and then we will construct the AND gate and then we will construct the OR gate. Okay. So first we construct the NOT gate, or we can say we construct the inverter by using the NAND gate only. Now here, before going construction of the inverter or the all other gates, I think we have to see the equation and the truth table of the NAND gate once again. All of you know the NAND gate is constructed by using one AND gate. The NAND gate is constructed by using one AND gate and the output of AND gate is applied to the NOT gate. It means here the NAND gate is not a single gate, it is a combination of the two gates. Okay, the two gates are the AND gate and the NOT gate. Okay, now if we have to write down the equation of the NAND gate, then its equation is like this: y equals to a dot b complement. It is a dot b complement. If we have to draw its truth table, then its truth table is like this, having the two inputs. Suppose if the two inputs are there, a and b input, output is y. If a is 0, b is 0, a is 0, b is 0, then output y is equals to 1. Output y is equals to 1 because the output of the NAND gate is logically high if its any one input is logically low. If its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. Here the output of the NAND gate y is equals to 1. Output y is high when its any one input is low. Here in the first entry, a is low and b is also equals to low. So therefore here its output is equals to 1. If a is low and b is 1, then again its output is equals to 1. If a is 1 and b is low, then here its output is equals to 1, and when both are 1 1, at this time its output is equals to 0. Its output is low. Okay, it means here the NAND gate produces logically, high output. The NAND gate produces logically high output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. In last video lecture, when we had seen the explanation about the NAND gate and the NOR gate, we had seen in detail the NAND gate construction, truth table, its logical equation, as well as we had seen the don't care condition of the NAND gate. Okay, now we have to see only the truth table as well as its symbol. How the symbol can be drawn? The symbol of the NAND gate is like this. One half circle type of symbol we use, and at the output side here we apply one bubble. Two or more inputs may have. Here we consider only the two inputs, and these two inputs are A and B input. Output is always denoted by using Y. So this is the symbol of the NAND gate. Okay. Now, after knowing about the NAND gate, here we have to see how the NAND gate can be used as a NOT gate or how it can be used as a inverter. Okay. So what is the inverter that we have to see, or what is the output of a NOT gate that we have to see first, and then we will see the construction of inverter by using the NAND gate. Okay, so the inverter is a logical gate. The inverter or the NOT gate, we can say it is a NOT gate. The NOT gate is a logical gate having only one input, and only one output. Only one input is there and only one output is there. Here its symbol is like this. One triangular symbol we draw for this gate, and here we apply one bubble at the output side. Here is the bubble. Okay. Now only one input is there, and suppose the input is A, output Y is equals to A complement. The input is A, output Y is equals to A complement. It means when A is equals to 0, output Y is equals to 1. When the input A is equals to 1, then the output Y is the A complement, which is equals to 0. It means here whatever input we apply to the inverter or to the NOT gate, it produces the output. That output is the complement of the input. Okay. So here one question comes in mind, and that question is, whatever the NAND gate we are using, that NAND gate having either 2 input or it have the 3 or more than 2 inputs. Okay. Now here the 2 inputs are there, but this NOT gate having only one input. Then how we can realize the inverter or the NOT gate by using the NAND gate? Okay. So for that, here we have to see the truth table of the NAND gate again, so we can easily understand how the inverter or how the NOT gate can be constructed by using the NAND gate only. Okay. So for the truth table, again we have to recall the equation of the NAND gate. The NAND gate equation is Y equals to A dot B complement. We can read it as A and B complement. We can say it may be Y equals to AB complement. Okay. So here the NAND gate we are going to construct, that NAND gate is the 2 input NAND gate. Its equation is Y equals to A dot B complement. Okay. Now the inputs are A and B. So while drawing the truth table, here we get the 2 inputs A and B. Output is Y. Okay. So A is 0, B is 0. The output of the NAND gate is equals to 1. How we get output Y is equals to 1? As per the logical statement of the NAND gate, here we get the output Y is equals to 1 or the high output. What is the logical statement of the NAND gate? Earlier we had seen the logical statement of the NAND gate, but once again we recall it as the NAND gate produces logically high output when its any one input is logically low or all inputs are logically low. When its any one input, see here in this example, the A is equals to 0 and B is also equals to 0. So we get the output Y is equals to 1. Okay. Now the second condition is there. The second condition is A is equals to 0 and B is equals to 1. A is 0, B is equals to 1. Again we get the output Y is equals to 1. When the third condition we see, in which A is equals to 1 and B is equals to 0, then again we get output Y is equals to 1. When the fourth condition we see A is equals to 1, B is equals to 1. Now what output we get? We get here the output Y is equals to 0. Why we get the output Y is equals to 0? See here at the equation A is equals to 1, B is equals to 1. It means A dot B complement. Okay. Now A dot B complement means 1 dot 1 complement, as A is equals to 1 and B is also equals to 1. 1 dot 1 is equals to 1 and its complement means it is equals to 0. So we get the output Y is equals to 0. Okay. Now if we remove these two middle conditions, this one, I am going to remove these two conditions, these two input states. Which are those states? Here when A is equals to 0, B is equals to 1, and when A is equals to 1, B is equals to 0, or we can say when the different inputs are there. Okay. A is equals to 0, B is equals to 0, A is equals to 1 and B is equals to 1. These two conditions we keep as it is. Here these two are the conditions. Now if we observe the output state here, when A and B both are 0, 0, see, when A and B both are 0, 0, here the first condition in the truth table, what we get output? We get the output Y is equals to 1. Okay. Now the second condition in this available table is when A is equals to 1 and B is also equals to 1. At this time we get the output Y is equals to 0. Okay. It means when we apply the common inputs, when we apply the equal inputs to the NAND gate, then its output is opposite of the input. Its output is the inverted inputs. Okay. It means here in both the conditions A is equals to B. Okay. Means here instead of writing as B, we write down it as A because the conditions, the inputs are same. Okay. So in this equation also, here instead of writing the B, what we write down? It is A because we are applying the equal inputs. Okay. Now A dot A is what? A dot A is equals to A. So the equation changes from A dot A complement to the A complement. Okay. And A complement is the equation of the inverter or the NOT gate. It means when we apply the common inputs to the NAND gate, when we apply the equal inputs to the NAND gate, then it works as a inverter. It works as a inverter. It works as a NOT gate. Okay. Means when the A is equals to 0 and B is equals to 0, or when A is equals to 1 and B is equals to 1, then the NAND gate works as inverter. It works as a NOT gate. Okay. But how we can implement by using the NAND gate diagrammatically? How we can draw its diagram? How we can apply the equal inputs? Okay. So for that here we have to draw the symbol of, the NAND gate. The symbol of the NAND gate. So here we have the symbol of the NAND gate. Here is the NAND gate. The NAND gate having the two inputs. These two inputs are there. Okay. Now the two input NAND gate we have. Here is the output and output is Y. If here is the A input, here is the B input. Okay, but we have to implement, we have to realize the NOT gate by using the NAND gate. What we said just before, if we apply the common inputs, if we apply the equal inputs to the NAND gate, then it works as a NOT gate. Okay, so we can apply the common inputs by shorting its both the input terminals. I am going to short here the input terminal and I am going to apply our common input. That common input is supposed to be 0. It means A is equals to 0, B is equals to 0, output Y equals to 0.0 complement, and 0.0 is equals to 0. Its complement is equals to 1. Now suppose here the A is equals to input is equals to 1. I am going to apply the input is equals to 1. So A is equals to 1 and B is also equals to 1, because here the inputs are shorted together. So whatever input we apply, suppose here the input is equals to 1, whatever the input we apply, so the input gets applied to both the inputs A and B, because we shorted the inputs. Okay, so here A is equals to 1 and B is equals to 1. When A is equals to 1, B is equals to 1, then we get output Y is equals to 1.1 complement, and 1.1 is equals to 1, and 1 complement is what? 1 complement is equals to 0. Means here we apply the input is equals to 1, we get the output is equals to 0. When we apply the input is equals to 0, we get the output Y is equals to 1. Okay, it means here when we apply the equal inputs by shorting the input terminals of the NAND gate, then it works as a inverter, it works as a NOT gate. Okay, so therefore here we can say the NAND gate can use as a inverter when its input terminals are shorted or when equal inputs are applied. Okay, so if there is a question in the examination, construct the basic gates using the NAND gate, in that you have to write down one sentence, and that sentence is like this: the NAND gate can be used to construct the NOT gate by shorting its two input terminals or by shorting its input terminals and applying a common input, as shown in the following diagram. What diagram we have to draw? We have to draw this type of diagram. Okay, this is just a symbol of the NAND gate, but here we are going to short its input terminals. Okay, so once again we draw the NAND gate as a inverter. Here the NAND gate can be used as inverter by shorting its input terminals by applying the common inputs at its inputs terminals. Okay, so how we can draw it? Just we have to draw the symbol of the NAND gate. Okay, so here is the NAND gate symbol. So here the two inputs are there. These two inputs we have to short. Here these two inputs we short and our common input we apply, and this common input works as input A, and here is the output Y. Y equals to A complement. This is the two input NAND gate. But what if in question they ask how you can realize the NOT gate by using 3 input NAND gate? Then here we have to draw the 3 input NAND gate first. This is the 3 input NAND gate. 3 inputs are here. the first input, second input, and here is the third input. These inputs are A, B, C. Okay. Then here we have to sort all inputs available. Here is the common input. That common input is A, and here the output is Y equals to A complement. If we have the 4 input NAND gate, then we can realize the NOT gate. What to do? Just we have to short the input terminal, so we can apply the common input. Okay. So this is how the NOT gate can be constructed by using the NAND gate only. Okay. Now we have to see the next gate, and that next gate is the AND gate. How we can construct the AND gate by using the NAND gate. To get the concept of construction of the AND gate by using the NAND gate, here once again we have to recall the construction of the NAND gate. The NAND gate is constructed by using the AND gate. The NAND gate is constructed by using the AND gate, and the output of the AND gate is applied to the NOT gate or the inverter. It is applied to the inverter. The equation of the NAND gate is Y equals to A dot B complement. Okay. So here the gate we have to realize, that gate is the AND gate. The equation of that gate is the AND gate, and the equation of the AND gate is Y equals to A dot B. The equation of AND gate is Y equals to A dot B. What is the similar in between these two? In these two equations, suppose we consider the equation of the NAND gate. This is the equation of the NAND gate, and this one is the equation of the AND gate. Okay. So the two equations we have. In that two equations, here the A and B is common. A dot B is common. Okay. If we remove the complement A dot B complement, if we remove the complement from the output of the NAND gate, then it works as a AND gate. Means if here Y equals to the output equation of the NAND gate is Y equals to A dot B complement. Okay. Here if this complement is removed, if this invert is removed, then we get the equation of the AND gate. Okay. So here when we have to construct, when we have to realize the AND gate by using the NAND gate, here only one change we have to make, and that change is we have to remove the NOT gate. The NOT gate is removed, it means we remove the inversion. To remove the inversion, suppose here A dot B equation we have, A dot B complement we have. If we apply the invert at the output of the NAND gate, if we apply the invert at the output of the NAND gate, then what is the remaining part? In last video lecture, we had seen the complement of complement or the double complement gates cancel. The double complement gates cancel. So therefore here the double complement of this NAND gate also get cancel. But for that here we have to apply the output of the NAND gate to the inverter or to the NOT gate. Okay. So we draw here the rough diagram, then we'll make it a logical diagram by using only the NAND gate. Okay, so we draw first using the equation. We draw first by using the equation. Here the equation we have, that equation is y equals to a dot b complement. This is the equation, the gate available, the NAND gate. We have to obtain the equation that is a dot b, means we have to remove the inversion, we have to remove the complement. So to remove the complement, we have to apply one more complement. Okay, so here I am going to draw the AND gate first. Here is the AND gate. The AND gate is having the two inputs, A input, B input. Then output is Y, which is equals to A dot B. I am going to apply the output of this AND gate to the NOT gate. Here is the NOT gate, and the output of the NOT gate is here Y equals to A dot B complement. Okay, and again the output of this is applied to the NOT gate, and the output of the NOT gate is Y equals to A dot B double complement. Is it? The first, this one NOT gate produces the complement. This is the output. Again, the second NOT gate we use, and that second NOT gate produces the second complement, means the two complements we got. As we know, A double complement is equals to A. So therefore we get output Y equals to A dot B, and A dot B is the required equation. Okay, I think you got the diagram. This is the rough diagram. I am not saying it is a correct one diagram. This is just for the understanding. So how we can draw the next diagram? The next diagram is just we have to replace one by one. Okay, we have to replace it one by one. How? Here first we convert this one portion. This is the NAND gate construction. This is the NAND gate construction. Here is the NAND gate. The NAND gate having the two inputs. These two inputs are here. Okay, the two inputs are here, A and B inputs. Here is the A and this is the B input. This NOT gate we replace by using the bubble. Here is the bubble, and then its output becomes Y equals to A dot B complement. Its output is applied to the NOT gate. So here I am going to draw one NOT gate. Here is the NOT gate. Output is Y, and Y equals to A dot B. Okay, this is the actual diagram of the AND gate. But here we have to draw the AND gate by using only the NAND gate. Means here in this diagram which we have drawn, that diagram is having one NAND gate and one NOT gate. But we have to construct it by using only the NAND gate. So for that, here what we do, we have to draw once again the NAND gate. Here is the NAND gate. This NAND gate is having the two inputs, A input and B input. Here is the input A and here is the input B. The two inputs are here. Here is the output, and that output is A dot B complement. What we required? We required to replace this one NOT gate, by using the NAND gate, because we have to realize the AND gate by using only the NAND gate. So we replace this one NOT gate by using this one inverter by using the NAND inverter or by using the NAND gate. So here is the NAND gate. I am using one more NAND gate, and that NAND gate having the two inputs. The two inputs are here. The two inputs are A input and the B input. Okay. Now, just before we had seen how NOT gate is constructed by using the NAND gate. So here it can be constructed by shorting the input terminals. So I am going to short input terminals, and here the common input is applied. First input is A dot B complement, and here it is again same A dot B complement. Okay, so the output is Y equals to A dot B, because here the actual equation is like this. It is A dot B double complement, and here as we know the double complement get cancelled, so therefore here we get output Y is A dot B. Okay, so if there is a question in the exam, the question is like this: how the AND gate can be realized by using the NAND gate only? Then you can write down the two lines about this. What are those lines? The AND gate can be realized, the AND gate can be constructed by using only the NAND gate. The AND gate can be constructed, can be realized by using the NAND gate by applying one inverter at the output of the NAND gate, so that the inversion of the NAND gate gets cancelled. Inversion of the NAND gate gets cancelled. Okay, very short answer is there. Okay, because all these three gates we have to explain together. The question is not asked only for the NAND gate, or it is not asked only for the OR gate, or it is not asked only for the NOT gate. It is asked like this: realize the basic gates by using the NAND gates. Realize, or there may be a question like this: how you can construct the basic gates by using the NAND gate only. Okay, so here we can write down the answer in brief. Now we have to see the third one, and which is the OR gate. For the construction of the OR gate, once again we have to see the equation of the OR gate, as well as we have to see the equation of the NAND gate. Okay, so we are going to construct the OR gate by using the NAND gate only. OR gate using NAND gate. Okay, now the equation of both the gates we have to see. The equation of both the gates we have to see, and here the OR gate equation is Y equals to A plus B, or what we can say, Y equals to A or B. The equation of the NAND gate which is available, that is Y equals to A dot B complement. Okay, now here we can construct the OR gate. We can construct this OR gate by using the NAND gate. But how? Here for that, once again we have to recall the De Morgan's theorem. The De Morgan's theorem video lecture we had seen last time. If you not seen it, then go to the card button, that is the I button. Here we get this video, and the video is about the De Morgan's theorem. Okay. So what is the De Morgan's theorem? The two theorems we had seen. The first theorem and the second theorem. There is no sequence which one is first and which one is second. We have to see here the theorem which we had seen for the equivalency of the NAND gate. So that theorem is A dot B complement. The theorem logical equation is like this: A dot B complement equals to A complement plus B complement. It is A complement plus B complement. Now see here at the left hand side, here at this left hand side, this is the NAND gate. This one is the NAND gate. And at the right hand side, here this gate is the bubbled or inverted input OR gate. Means we can say the NAND gate is equivalent to bubbled OR gate. The NAND gate is equivalent to the bubbled OR gate. But here one can say this is not the OR gate. Yes, this gate is the bubbled OR gate, not the OR gate which we have to construct. But by using this theorem, we can easily construct the OR gate by using the NAND gate. Then how we can construct? For that, here we apply the inverted inputs to the NAND gate. Suppose the NAND gate having the input A complement dot B complement. Then its output is Y equals to A complement dot B complement and whole complement. See here, I am going to draw the symbol of the NAND gate. Here the NAND gate is having the two inputs. First input is A complement and second input is the B complement. The output of this NAND gate is Y equals to A complement dot B complement and whole complement. Okay. Means here the input applied to this NAND gate are the inverted inputs. Okay. Then this equation becomes like this: A double complement plus B double complement. How it comes? This one complement. The input is the A complement. So we write down the input as it is, and one complement due to the De Morgan's theorem, that which we had seen earlier. Okay. So as we know, the A complement equals to A. So this equation can be written as A plus B. Okay. This is A plus B. So we can say here the inverted inputs NAND gate, which is we call as a bubbled NAND gate. The bubbled NAND is equivalent to which gate? This is the equation of the gate. That gate is the OR gate. And what we have to draw? We have to construct, we have to realize this OR gate. Okay. The OR gate we have to realize by using the NAND gate. It means here, if we draw this one diagram, we draw the diagram for this equation, then here it is equivalent to this one A plus B. It means here, if we apply the inverted inputs to the NAND gate, then it works as a OR gate. Okay, but instead of writing all this theory, we can just write down only two sentences and only one equation. The sentences are like this, only two lines we have to write down. From that, the first one is the OR gate can be constructed by using the NAND gate by applying the De Morgan's theorem. The De Morgan's, as per the De Morgan's theorem, the inverted input NAND gate called as bubble NAND gate. The inverted input NAND gate called as bubble NAND gate is equivalent to the OR gate. So, if we draw the bubble NAND gate, then it is equivalent to the OR gate. Okay. So, how we can draw the diagram? We erase all this and then we draw here the diagram for the OR gate by using the NAND gate. Okay. So, here we have the NAND gate, but the input to the NAND gate are the inverted input. The input to the NAND gate are the inverted inputs. I am going to draw here the NAND gate first. This is the NAND gate. The NAND gate is having the two inputs. These two inputs are the inverted inputs. First input is here. I am going to write down A complement, and second input is here downside. It is B complement. Then the equation is y equals to A complement dot B complement and whole complement. Okay. Then here it is equals to A double complement plus B double complement. In bracket we can write down here A double complement equals to A. Therefore, output y equals to A plus B. Output y equals to A plus B. Okay. So here the A complement and the B complement, these two are the inputs. From where we can get the A complement? We get the A complement by using the NOT gate. Okay. Here is the NOT gate. And again we get the B complement by using the NOT gate. Here is the input A which provides the A complement, and here is the input B at the lower NOT gate which provides the B complement. But we don't draw this diagram. We have to draw the OR gate by using only the NAND gate. We have to draw the OR gate by using only and only the NAND gate. So here we replace this diagram which uses the NOT gate as well as the NAND gate. We draw it only by using the NAND gate. It means we have to replace these two, this one NOT gate and this one NOT gate, by using the NAND gate inverter. Okay. So here we draw it by using the NAND gate. Okay. So once again I am going to erase all this diagram and then I am going to draw the OR gate by using the NAND gate only. Okay. So here is first the equation, and that equation is y equals to A complement dot B complement and whole complement. Okay. So here is the NAND gate. The NAND gate first we draw and then we draw the input side. Here is the output. That output is y equals to, here I am going to write down the output. Output is y equals to A complement dot B complement and whole complement equals to A double complement plus B double complement, as here I am going to write down as A double complement equals to A. Therefore, output y equals to A plus B, and A plus B is the required equation. Okay. So as per this equation, here then this NAND gate having the two inputs. first input is the A complement and the second input is B complement. A complement we get by using the NAND gate. So here one more NAND gate we have to use, and that NAND gates both inputs we short, because if we short the inputs of the NAND gate, then it works as a inverter. Okay, so the two inputs are here. These two inputs I am going to short, and here the common input we apply. That common input is the A input. So here is the A input, and here the output of this is the A complement. Okay, at lower side again we draw the same. The NAND gate we have to draw. This is the NAND gate here, and the output of the NAND gate is the A complement. So therefore here this input to this NAND gate are the two inputs. These two inputs are shorted together, and the common input we applied, that common input is the B input. Okay, so the inputs are A and B. The first input is A applied to the inverter. This is the inverter. Okay, and the second input is the B applied to the lower inverter. The upper inverter produces output A complement, and the lower inverter produces output B complement. The output we get at this NAND gate is Y equals to A complement dot B complement and whole complement. If we apply the De Morgan's theorem, then we get it is A double complement plus B double complement, as A double complement is equals to A. Therefore here the equation becomes Y equals to A plus B. Y equals to A plus B. This is how we can realize the OR gate by using the NAND gate. Okay, so we had seen all these three gates, how we can realize the NOT gate. Then we had seen the AND gate, and the last one we had seen the OR gate. Okay, so once again I like to recall and draw the diagram in short, how we can realize the NOT gate, then how we can realize the AND gate, and how we can realize the OR gate by using only the NAND gate. Okay, so first we realize the NOT gate. To realize the NOT gate, just we have to short the input terminals. I am going to realize here is the NOT gate. How we can construct the NOT gate? For the construction of the NOT gate by using the NAND gate, here just only one thing we have to do, and that is we required to short the inputs of the NAND gate. Here is the NAND gate. The two inputs are there, and at the output side don't forget to apply the bubble. These two inputs are here, and one input we have to apply by shorting these two inputs. So here is the A. Just we have to write down one sentence. The NOR gate or the inverter can be constructed by using the NAND gate by shorting its input terminals, so that we can apply the common input. So here the output Y is equals to A complement. Okay, then how we can realize the AND gate? For the construction of the AND gate, for the realization of the AND gate, here just we have to replace the inversion. So we draw first here the NAND gate. Here is the NAND gate. The input to the NAND gate are the two inputs. These two inputs are A and B. Here is the A input, and here is the B input. Then we again draw one more NAND gate. Here is the NAND gate. The two inputs are there. These two inputs we short together because we have to construct the inverter. Here is the NAND. Okay, here is the NAND, and here is the inverter. Here is the inverter. The output is y equals to a dot b. Y equals to a dot b. Now see here. This is the construction of the AND gate. How we did? Here the NAND is equals to AND, okay, plus the inverter, AND plus inverter. This is the construction of the NAND gate. Here we added one inverter. So this inversion and this inverter, these two gates cancel and the remaining is only the AND gate. Okay. So here we can construct the AND gate. We can construct the AND gate by applying one inverter at the output of the NAND gate. Okay. Then last one is here. The last one is how we can construct the OR gate by using the NAND gate only. Here we have to use the De Morgan's theorem. The De Morgan's theorem states that the inverted input, the De Morgan's theorem states that the inverted input NAND gate is equivalent to the OR gate. The inverted input NAND gate, that gate is we call as bubble NAND gate, or that gate having the inverted input is equivalent to the OR gate. Okay. So if we construct the bubble NAND gate, if we construct the inverted input NAND gate, then it works as a OR gate. Okay. I think it is very easy for you how to draw these three diagrams and write down the two sentences for each of the diagram. Okay. So this is how the NAND gate can be used for the construction of the NOT gate, for the construction of the AND gate, and for the construction of the OR gate. Okay. So next time we will see how the basic gates can be realized by using only the NOR gate. Okay.